the AI softwares that we were implementing, the AI was basically, so let me tell you about this AI real quick that we had. We had a program called Full Path. This program was amazing. And now, there's another one coming into the service, and I think they're going to have a sales thing for it too, but it's also called Impel. So they have another AI. But basically, what this AI did, guys, is that it would search and it would canvas the CRM. And however it was wired algorithmically, it would analyze what is maybe a good opportunity, right? It would find opportunities with the CRM. I don't know how it analyzed it, what criteria it used, but either way, it would find it and it would automatically send it an email to try and re-engage that opportunity. If that customer responded to that email by opening it and clicking a link within it, by opening it, clicking a link, and then searching the web for it, it would track all of that activity so that it could know if that customer had a Kia K5, now they're looking at a Kia Telluride, it would now tell you that that's their desired car, their preferred car, and it would return all that information into our CRM so that we had that information. It was amazing at creating leads for the dealership. All we had to do was call those customers. We had that. We had Revenue Radar. We had Automotive Mastermind. We had all these tools at our fingertips. And you know how hard it was to actually get salespeople to engage these people. Now, salespeople are the most powerful force within the dealership because of sheer numbers, right? At the Triplex I was at, I think we had like 30, 35. At the Toyota I was at after that, we had like 55. In terms of sheer numbers, the ability they have to make the most calls every day is the most, right? But they have to be quality, intentional calls. I don't care about 40 calls a day. I care about 5 to 10 if you're doing them intentionally with intention to sell a car. Either way, they wouldn't do it at all. They wouldn't track the leads like that. And I had a conversation with my buddy. I don't think he'd mind me using his name. His name is Chris Hunt from Full Path. And he says, you know what I just found out within the last year, Trey? I said, what? He goes, I understand why some of this stuff is not working, and it's not working because of the software or whatever. He goes, it's because the salespeople, they're not working it right. He goes, matter of fact, it's not that they're not working it right. He goes, they're not working it at all. And I said, Chris, you hit it on the nail. You hit it on the nail. I experienced that personally. And I would go to the GM and you would tell them, hey, these guys aren't making their call. They're not doing anything and nothing. What am I getting at, guys? What I'm getting at is if there's an owner of a dealership out there, if there is a well-capitalized individual out there that doesn't even need to be in the car industry at all, an Elon Musk, not even an Elon Musk, a guy that just has a couple 10 mil or whatever, and he spends his money on a car dealership, and he goes in there and he says, I'm going to have zero tolerance for the BS and the low tolerance, and he implements these systems, these AI systems. Guys, you can literally lower the overhead of these dealerships probably by 50%. You can wipe out, let's move all these incompetent managers, gone. 5 managers, 2 or 3. You can even become desk managers, finance managers, a hybrid thereof, right? Lower that. Salespeople, half of them gone. Internet reps, call center, half of them gone. Why? What I'm getting at, guys, you don't need them. Technology has evolved to the point that you don't need them. And I'm not saying that because I don't really will not want them to be there because it could potentially threaten what might be my job as well. I'm saying that because that's the reality of the situation. AI has advanced to the point where it can canvas the CRM for a potential client. It can engage that client. It can nurture that client. It got to the point where only thing that it could not do is make that actual phone call and be like, well, it wouldn't say this because it's kind of creepy. It wouldn't say, Mr. Customer, I see you're looking at it, a Kia Telluride, right? But that's where it was at, where AI was at. It was just at the point where they give us the lead. They've already done all the work for us. All we need to do is pretty much grab that fruit and eat it, and we wouldn't do it. Guys, it's already at the point where it could do that. The level of advanced capability of AI to have a conversation with somebody right now is probably right where it is with the normal human, and it's quickly going to get to the point where it's going to get better. Why? Because they don't get tired, they don't get frustrated, they don't get annoyed. They always say what they're supposed to say. They never forget what they're supposed to say. Like most salespeople will forget the line, forget the pitch, forget the rebuttals, forget. They get tired, they're emotional, they're frustrated, XYZ. They're learning models, right? So they, with every conversation that they have, they get better with objections, rebuttals, etc. Guys, it's gonna get to the point where all those people are gonna be moved out the way, and the person that comes in that is seeing the writing on the wall, they're gonna take over. They're gonna take over.